Under a grand Bodhi tree, Buddha sat in silence, watching the delicate petals of a blooming lotus nearby. Disciples gathered, forming a semicircle, their eyes locked on the lotus as though its beauty held divine answers. The Buddha gestured to the flower, his calm voice breaking the stillness with a simple, profound question. "Tell me," he said, "what does this lotus reveal to your eyes? Speak your truth without hesitation or fear." Ananda answered eagerly, "Master, its purity mirrors life itself. Its beauty seems unending, untarnished by time." The Buddha smiled, his serene expression inviting Ananda and others to think deeper, beyond what their senses portrayed. "Indeed," Buddha replied, "beauty appears eternal. Now," he continued, "observe this lotus tomorrow and the days that follow its bloom." Morning arrived with a warm sun, illuminating the lotus as its edges curled and faded, its petals falling silently. Disciples gathered again, sorrowful gazes fixed on the wilting flower, struggling to accept the transience of such radiant beauty. Buddha addressed them softly, his voice unwavering yet filled with compassion that anchored hearts. "This lotus," he began, "tells a universal truth. Everything, even the most precious, is subject to impermanence. Clinging to such fleeting treasures causes pain," Buddha said. "Recognizing impermanence brings liberation, acceptance, and profound peace." Disciples pondered Buddha's words, realizing attachment to the flower's prior form only amplified their suffering. Buddha then raised his hand, holding a fallen petal between his fingers as light filtered through it. "This petal," Buddha said, "is not diminished by its fall. It completes its purpose, teaching us to see life's flow." His words resonated, inviting the disciples to perceive impermanence not as loss, but as natural transformation. Buddha leaned forward slightly, his gaze sweeping across faces filled with wonder and apprehension. "Change does not obliterate beauty," Buddha said, "but offers new wisdom, urging us to surrender our illusions of permanence." The disciples bowed respectfully, acknowledging the profound truth shared. Their understanding deepened by the lotus' silent narrative. Days passed, and the lotus wilted completely, leaving its stem bare and its surrounding area strewn with petals. Disciples approached Buddha under the Bodhi tree once again, yearning for guidance from their master's inexhaustible wellspring of wisdom. Buddha gestured to the bare stem, asking, "Does the absence of petals diminish the lotus essence or its timeless message?" Silent reflection followed, disciples exchanging hesitant glances before responding. "No, Master. Its essence remains even without its physical form." Buddha smiled once more, affirming their response with a gentle nod, pride evident in his humble demeanor. "Truth exists beyond form," Buddha said. "Impermanence serves as both a teacher and a liberator, guiding us towards acceptance." His teachings lingered in the disciples' minds, weaving themselves into their lives and choices, nourishing them spiritually. As moonlight washed over the Bodhi tree that night, Buddha's lesson transformed the minds of those present forever. Another day, another gathering under the Bodhi tree. Buddha sat quietly beside a small stream that flowed effortlessly toward the horizon. Disciples joined him, their curiosity piqued by the simplicity of his actions. As he held a glass of water, "This glass," Buddha said, raising it, "is whole and unbroken, yet its existence harbors a truth many fail to comprehend." Disciples leaned forward, captivated by the subtle significance of the clear glass resting firmly in their master's gentle hands. Buddha turned the glass slightly, its reflection flickering in the light. "Its clarity tempts the illusion of permanence," he added. Ananda, unable to suppress his thoughts, asked, "Master, does permanence not give life meaning? Can it not be achieved?" Buddha's serene smile greeted Ananda's question. "Achieving permanence is like grasping water, possible only in illusion. Never in reality. Even this glass, Buddha continued, is already broken, not physically but in essence. Its fate is woven into its existence. Disciples exchanged bewildered glances, their struggle palpable as they wrestled with Buddha's profound yet elusive truth. Buddha poured water into the stream, watching it merge seamlessly with the flowing current, then turned to his attentive followers. The water teaches us impermanence too, Buddha said. Once poured, it cannot return. It embraces change, moving forward freely. This truth, Buddha added, does not diminish life's beauty. It enhances our appreciation for every fleeting moment given to us. Disciples reflected on Buddha's gestures, realizing their yearning for permanence obscured their ability to cherish what they had. Buddha gently placed the empty glass on the ground, its transparency unaltered, yet its lesson imprinted deep within hearts. This glass, like all existence, will shatter, scatter, or fade, serving as a silent teacher in the art of impermanence. Disciples bowed their heads, gratitude shining through as clarity swept away the clouds of denial long lingering in their minds. Buddha spoke again, his tone neither hurried nor hesitant, resonating like waves washing upon shores untouched by time. Life, like water, flows unbound. Resistance leads to suffering, while embracing the flow grants liberation and peace. Clinging is futile, Buddha continued. Yet observing impermanence inspires us to live with mindfulness, humility, and gratitude. Disciples felt enriched by Buddha's teachings, as the stream beside them continued its endless journey toward unknown destinations. Moonlight softened the evening sky, reflecting the water's tranquil course, mirroring the disciples' deepened understanding of life's impermanence. Buddha's voice, gentle as the stream's ripples, remained an anchor guiding hearts towards balance and serenity amid perpetual change. Time passed, unnoticed, yet Buddha's timeless wisdom lingered in the air, shaping their perspectives and enriching their collective journey. Morning came, its light touching the ground, yet nothing diminished the profound impact of Buddha's glass of water lesson. Another day, another moment under the Bodhi tree. Disciples noticed Buddha seated with an empty seat beside him, unmoving. The sun filtered through the leaves, casting delicate shadows as disciples quietly gathered, sensing an air of solemnity around their master. One disciple, hesitating, broke the silence. Master, what will happen to us when your teachings no longer come directly from you? Buddha opened his eyes, his calm gaze meeting the disciple's question with a depth that held both compassion and clarity. Do not lament my eventual departure, Buddha said, his voice steady. Even I am subject to the law of impermanence. Every being, Buddha continued, every thought, every teaching exists within the great current of change, moving onward toward transformation. Buddha gestured to the empty seat, its presence symbolizing not absence, but a lesson yet unspoken for the gathered disciples. One day, this seat will no longer hold me, Buddha said, his hand resting gently on its edge. Yet, it will not be empty, he added, for the Dharma, the truth I've shared, fills it eternally, unbroken by time. The disciples listened intently, their hearts heavy with the realization of impermanence but lightened by the wisdom Buddha conveyed. Clinging to my form, or any form, binds you to suffering, Buddha continued. Impermanence invites liberation, not despair. His words resonated like ripples across a still pond, moving outward and awakening reflections in each of their minds. Another disciple, with trembling hands, asked, Master, how will we find our way without you to guide us directly? Buddha smiled gently. You need not fear. The path exists within you, waiting to be walked, illuminated by understanding. My presence, Buddha said, is not limited to this physical form, but is within the wisdom you cultivate and share. Disciples bowed their heads, some weeping softly, not in sorrow but in gratitude for Buddha's undying gift of the Dharma. Impermanence does not erase, Buddha explained. It transforms. Each transformation is a door to deeper realization, a step toward liberation. The empty seat seemed to glow in their collective perception. No longer a void but a symbol of eternal truth. Even as my form fades, Buddha said, the Dharma remains a refuge, guiding those who seek the path of mindfulness. Disciples absorbed his words, understanding that the teachings did not depend on form but on the essence carried in hearts. Buddha, sensing their resolve, closed his eyes briefly, as though merging with the universal truths he always conveyed. To mourn impermanence is to miss its teaching, Buddha said, his tone unwavering. Through acceptance, you discover the eternal. Night fell, the moonlight touching the empty seat, turning its shadows into symbols of the lessons embedded in their souls. Disciples left quietly, carrying Buddha's wisdom with them, knowing his teachings lived beyond words, beyond form, beyond time. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.